Hello everyone. Today we will start our 17th chapter, Understanding Poverty. I would like you all to open page number 193. Now, distress in rural areas. Here they have given a case study of two people. We will go through it. Ramchari worked as a carpenter in a village in Nalgonda district. He used to make tools and implements for the farmers in the village. He had no land or cattle. Though Ramchari was not a farmer, his well-being depended on the farming activities of the village. Now Ramchari, he was a carpenter in Nalgonda district and he used to make tools and implements for the farmers. Now he himself was not having any land or cattle and he was not a farmer also. But his well-being, that is his earning, was dependent on farming activities of the village. Till a few years back, Ramchari would get around 40 clients, most of them farmers. They paid for his services with paddy. Each gave them 70 kilograms a year. Of the 2,800 kilograms he got this way, he kept what his family needed and sold the rest in the market. He could get around rupees 375 for 70 kgs of paddy. This was some years ago. After retaining what his family required, he could make rupees 8,000 in a year. With that, he looked for his family. Now, till few years back, he used to get around 40 clients and he used to make tools and implements for them. And each of them, they used to give 70 kilograms of paddy every year. Now, around 40 farmers, they used to come. So, each was giving around 70 kilograms of paddy. So, he used to get around 2,800 kilograms of paddy. Whatever was required for his family, he used to keep it with it and rest he used to sell it in the market. This way, he used to earn around 375 rupees for 70 kgs of paddy. Now, this was some years ago. Now, after retaining for his family, the paddy which he used to sell, he used to earn around 8,000 rupees per year. But now, the case is not so. Now the things have changed. Now trouble started when agricultural operations began to change. The entry of 12 tractors in the village reduced his work opportunity. Large and medium farmers were hiring tractors and there was less use of bullocks. So his trouble started when 12 tractors entered the village. And large and medium farmers, they used to hire tractors. So, the work of bullocks declined or decreased. So, his work also decreased or got affected. For many small farmers in the village, farming was getting more and more difficult. The canal had dried up and there was no water for irrigation. To dig bore wells and buy seeds, fertilizers and pesticides, farmer had to take loans at high cost. Repayment was difficult, more so when the crops failed. In Ramchari's village, the villagers lost over 30 bullocks in distress sale. This meant less work for Ramchari, who made various items linked with their use. There was no demand for Ramchari's implement as the farmers were not replacing their tools. The number of clients came down from 40 to 3 to 4 per year. Now, many small farmers, they were not able to irrigate their lands as the canal dried up and there was no water. And to dig bore wells and buy seeds, fertilizers and pesticides, they have taken loan and repayment was difficult. So, their crops also failed. Now, in Ramchari's village, they lost around 30 bullocks because of distress sale. That is, to get money, they have sold bullocks and got money. So in this way, Ramchari's work also decreased. Now, previously he used to get around 40 clients a year. Now he was getting only 3 to 4 clients a year. As the work in the village dwindled, Aruna, Ramchari's wife, started working in a chappal company in Hyderabad. There was no choice. She says, I had never been a migrant worker before, but there were no chance of finding work here. So she migrates for a month at a time, leaving their 3 children with her husband. More than 250 workers migrated out of the village looking for work, leaving their elderly and the young children behind. Now, Aruna is name of Ramchari's wife. Because Ramchari is not able to earn proper living, wife Aruna and she used to come to Hyderabad for a month and work in a chappal company. And she did this because there was no choice for her. She left her 3 children and the husband in the village and came to Hyderabad. Like her, around 250 workers, they migrated to Hyderabad, leaving their elder and young children at their villages or in the homes. While Aruna went to work in the city, the family would remain hungry many times. At times, Ramchari had to borrow from the neighbors even to buy some broken rice. Ramchari would often fall ill and keep poor health. He was not able to work in same capacity as before. Now, because Aruna is working in city, many times family used to be hungry, sometimes Ramchari used to borrow money from the neighbors to purchase broken rice. In this way, he used to be ill for many times and the capacity to work also decreased. Now we will see another example. Chandraya, a cart puller, his family lives in the village while he works in city markets and lives in the city slums. At times he earns rupees 100 on some days and he does not earn more than 40 rupees, depending on the number of trips he makes with his cart. During the day, Chandraya eats from one of the carts in the market selling roti and dal. Since he wants to save money to send to his family, he usually eats less than what would be adequate for heavy manual work that he does. Towards the evening, he is very tired. All the cart pullers who stay in the slum pool in money and take turn to cook the evening meal. Living and working for 20 years in this manner without adequate nutrition has snapped Chandraya's energy and he looks much older than his age. Now, second example given here is about Chandraya. He is a cart puller and his family lives in his village, and sometimes he earns rupees 100 per day or sometimes he is earning rupees 40 depending upon the trips he is making from his cart. Now during day he eats dal and roti which is sold by another cart puller. Now since he wants to save money and send to his family in his village, he eats less than what is required by his body, and in this way he loses his energy. Now like this he survived for around 20 years, and because he was taking less nutrition or not adequate nutrition, his body was weak and he started looking more older than his age. Poverty, a chronic hunger. Now situation of chronic hunger is widespread. Numerous people like Ramchari and Chandraya across Indian villages and cities cannot afford enough food every day to be healthy and lead an active life. This may not always appear to be the desperate situation that we find with homeless and old people living on the streets. These people may look normal to us, but they do experience hunger and fatigue. They do not get sufficient food to eat. They are eating less than what they should. If this situation continues for a long time, it is called chronic or persistent hunger. They are usually tired, feel weak, and often fall ill. Now, poverty, that is because of chronic hunger. Now, chronic hunger means when a person is hungry for a long time. Now, people, they don't get adequate nutrition to their body. Like Ramchari and Chandraya, there are many people in India who don't eat sufficient food for many years. And this is known as chronic hunger. And because of chronic hunger, they feel tired, they are weak, and often they fall ill. Now, we need energy to move muscles, to walk, talk, or do our routine work. We get this energy from food that we eat. This energy is measured in kilocalories. Now, whatever food we eat, you all know that food gives us energy. And this energy we use to do our daily routine. Now, this energy is measured in kilocalories. Now, here they have given an example, like 1 teaspoon of sugar gives around 40 kilocalories and 1 teaspoon of oil gives 90 kilocalories. Now, if you look at packed food, it usually indicates the total calories that one would get from it. Now, the National Calorie Standard was established as 2,400 kilocalories and 2,100 kilocalories per day in rural areas and urban areas respectively. It means 2,400 kilocalories in rural areas and 2,100 kilocalories in urban areas. On an average, a person requires food that will provide 2,100 kilocalories per day as a minimum energy intake to stay healthy. So, minimum energy required is 2,100 kilocalorie per day. In rural areas where manual work is more intense, the kilocalorie intake requirement is higher at 2,400 kilocalories per day. Now, in urban areas, we don't work manually, or most of the population does not work manually. Whereas in rural areas, most of the population works manually. So, in kilocalories required in rural areas is higher. Now, 80% of the people in rural areas in India consume food that is why below the calorie standards. 80% of population in India, it consumes less than 2,100 kilocalories per day. That is around 4 out of 5 person have food that is deficient in calories. Deficiency in calories is not limited to people in the village alone. In urban areas too, 3 out of 5 person have food that is deficient in calories. So, it is not only in rural areas, in urban areas also, people are not having sufficient calories. Now, what is even more disturbing is that over years, the calorie consumption of the poorest has been declining. When compared to 1980s, while our country as a whole seems to have become more prosperous and we have many more goods and services than were available earlier. But amongst the poorest, hunger has increased. This actually consumes less calorie today than say 25 years back. Now, what is disturbing is that the consumption of kilocalories or the energy or the food consumption has decreased. Compared to 1980s, our country was having people were eating more food, or they were taking more food. Now, after 25 years, this has gone down. Now, hunger is not just painful to bear, it is also destructive. Chronic hunger and calorie deficiency is related to undernourishment. People who are chronically hungry do not have access to sufficient accounts of safe and nutritious food and therefore are undernourished. Their undernourishment makes it hard to study, work, or otherwise perform physical activities. So those who are undernourished, they cannot work properly. Because of malnutrition or less food they are eating, they cannot perform physical activities. Undernourished children do not grow quickly as healthy children. Mentally, they may develop more slowly. Constant hunger weakens the immune system and makes them more vulnerable to diseases and infection. Mothers living in constant hunger often give birth to underweight and weak babies. So chronic hunger is not only in adults but also in small children also. And children who are chronically hungry, they grow slow physically as well as mentally. And mothers who are suffering from constant hunger, they give birth to underweight and weak babies. For your homework today, what is the average calorie intake of person in the top quarter of the country? So what is the average calorie intake that you have to write? By what percentage does the calorie intake of a person in the bottom quarter fall short of the daily calorie standard? Third question, why do you think it is the calorie intake of the people so low? Please write these answers. Thank you.